Hey, what's up, guys? How y'all doing today? Well, baby, if you are Sean Diddy Combs, the plot has just thickened and people are starting to wonder, has Donald Trump played the dog mess out of you or is there something bigger going on? If you guys don't know, there has been much ado about this presidential pardon. Okay, it was even written up in the Rolling Stones that money has been exchanged between Diddy's camp and Trump's camp in order to get the presidential pardon in front of Trump. Now, it does say in the article that the money didn't directly go to Trump. He's been paying people close to Trump for that pardon. Trump did say a while back, hey, you know what? I might if he's treated unfairly. The whole collective country said no. Oh, especially around the time that this just saying Maxwell mess is going on, which, by the way, Trump just moved to St. Maxwell from a Florida prison to a Texas federal prison. Now, some of
Present,
y'all might be
and
like,
no
oh,
longer
what's the
has a
big
voice
deal?
who
The
will
prison
pursue
she got
justice for
moved
her
to was
accusation.
called Club Fed. It's a
As of the
minimum
taken against
security,
Diddy,
very luxe,
no
very
expansion
wealthy
of the
prison that
investigation,
only the
no
very rich
isolation
and white
orders,
collar go.
no equipment
It's
access,
a very easy,
no
I mean, it's a
suspension of
prison,
attorney
but people are
communication.
saying it looks like it's a favor that she was even transferred to a better prison. But forget all that. Let's get back on Diddy. Okay, now everybody has been talking about the pardon, the pardon, the pardon. I heard back in December and I reported about it, about this pardon. I reported about it in January and February. People said it was crazy. Now it has hit mainstream media. However, there is a new theory being floated that if you're MAGA, it should make you very happy. And if you just want to see Diddy go to jail, should make you very happy. Okay, listen to this. The witnesses have been writing letters, okay? Not just to Trump, okay? But to the prosecutor, to everyone, the people involved. Nobody actually wants Diddy out, okay? People are saying that Diddy may be Trump may be setting Diddy up to take the fall and to take eyes off of what's going on with Justine Maxwell. Now, when I first heard this theory, I was like, I don't know. This seems far-fetched. But there is a new article that just came out with Mark Anelio. It is in Variety.com. Okay. And the article is tired. It says, did his lawyer on a Trump pardon why Sean Combs should be freed from jail in his beautiful prison essays, saying he hasn't been outside since September. Maybe Bram Stoker's Dracula hasn't been outside in over 3,000 decades. Who cares? Shut up. Anyway, but listen to something interesting that he had to say that I really do think that we should touch on. Okay, they asked them, how likely is it? They said, how likely is a pardon from Donald Trump? Have you been in communication with the administration? This is what Mark Anelio said. Listen, I'm not involved in that in the least. I have literally no idea. There are times I think there's nothing to it, and there are times I think it's just rumor mill stuff. But I do not purport to know the president's mind. I really don't know. I said, wait, what? You don't know whether your client is seeking a presidential pardon. You're not involved in that. All of a sudden, your name is Bennett. I'm not in it. And you're going online with Variety magazine to actually say that sometimes you think there's nothing to it. Other times you think it's rumor roll stuff, but you don't know what's in the president's mind. How is that possible when this stuff is coming? People are saying it's coming from your team. Get this. So seeking a pardon is not an official part of the official strategy. Again, even they were shocked. He said, no, my business is very focused on the case alone and the merit of the case and what happened in the courtroom. I don't do anything else. You guys, listen, here's the one thing. It's very, very odd that now Mark Anelio is saying he's not involved in the pardon at all, but he's the head of Diddy's legal team. And if you are in the midst of a presidential pardon, you don't do that over text message or Facebook or WhatsApp via your laptop or desktop like Diddy might be doing. You need your lawyers involved. And get this, they went on to say 2 weeks after the Diddy verdict, lead prosecutor Maureen Comey was fired by the Justice Department without explanation. How do you react to that? And have you spoken to her? She said, I haven't spoken to Maureen. It made me sad. I like her. I think Maureen is a very good lawyer. She was my adversary in the case, obviously, but we had a lot of respect for each other. We're happy to have met each other. I knew her her father, James, called me very well. It was sad because she wants to be a career prosecutor, and the fact that she's not going to be permitted to do that because of things I think have nothing to do with her, it's very unfortunate. And then they said, do you think her dismissal was related to the Diddy case? He said, I don't. Listen, I have no idea, but I don't think so. So, okay.
Present,
So what is
and
the
no
takeaway
longer has a
from that?
voice who will
Well, let me
pursue
take you to one
justice
of the
for her
theories that was
accusation.
floated to me by someone
As of
that
the
usually
against
has really
Diddy,
good insight.
no expansion of
Okay,
the
let's go to
investigation,
Petra Trapp,
no
the
isolation
writer,
orders,
okay? She had a
no
very,
equipment
very
access,
good theory.
no
She
suspension
said,
of
listen,
attorney
Tissa, I
communication.
don't think people realize that not only are people writing letters to the judge, they're also flooding Donald Trump with letters. Now, listen, I heard this from a few different people outside of Petra, but I think Petra really summarizes everything really, really well. Okay, so listen to this. People are writing letters to the judge, the victim, saying, please, please, please don't let him out. But they're also flooding Donald Trump with letters. Now he's only reading letters from his supporters. With all of these pending cases, he's not only reading letters from his supporters, he's reading letters from the victims of all of these pending cases. He would be a minister to society if he gets free. We're speaking about Diddy. Diddy would be a minister to society if he ever got free. MAGA doesn't want any more drama after this Epstein drama is over. Diddy is done, and MAGA is very unhappy with Donald Trump being associated with these SMMX crimes. People pardoning Diddy will be an admission in some people's eyes of being associated with SMMX crimes, and then turning a blind eye, sending Diddy to jail for a long time is Donald's saving grace with MAGA, and not just MAGA, but with a lot of people. If he straight out denies Diddy a pardon, he will win the trust back from MAGA. Now Trump has his new guy on the inside, sharing with him what the public did not hear or see. Again, let's not forget that I said a lot of times there were arguments that happened off the record that the jury did not hear. And if you were in the courthouse, if you weren't in the main courtroom, you weren't privy to that. Literally showed that the prosecution he's a danger. But get this right. So Trump has a new guy on the inside sharing with them that what the public did not see or hear. They said one man is not bigger than the bigger plan. Now, okay, now this could all be rumblings, but let's just put it together in what has happened in less than 20. The head of Diddy's legal team says he has nothing to do with the pardon. He feels sorry Maureen Comey got fired, and he doesn't know what they're talking about with this presidential pardon. It might just be rumor mill, and he has no idea what's in the president's mind. But it's your job to make sure that the pardon goes well. Okay, we have all of a sudden rumors that money has exchanged hands between Diddy's camp. Not even rumors. It's been printing in the rolling, stolen, change hands between Diddy's camp and people in the Trump camp. However, interestingly enough, it was never confirmed that the money actually went to Trump, and you have people saying that right now Trump cannot literally be associated with Diddy and a lot of things for him if Diddy was to go down. So what do people think that's happened? Maybe this is the old Trump bait and switch. Trump has not signed anything. He said he'd be open to it, but what if he plans to use Diddy as a sacre to win back his base and to change the subject? People said that Diddy being freed would change the subject. No, it wouldn't. No, it wouldn't. But you know what? With Diddy being sent to a sentence to a long, long jail time, and as far as that money did exchange hands, I mean, I don't know. It's like Diddy might have given money to people that are in Trump's camp, but that money just might have gone straight to their bank account for consultations for this, for that, meaning they could be playing Diddy and getting the money from Diddy, and Trump still isn't hearing what they want to hear. Now, again, it is just as likely that Diddy will be pardoned by Trump. Nobody really knows.
Present,
but the fact that now
and no
Diddy's
longer has a
lead attorney
voice who will
would be
pursue
in charge
justice
of
for her
not
accusation.
negotiations, but in charge of
As
the
of the
legal
taken against
aspect,
Diddy,
preparing
no
for a
expansion
pardon.
of the investigation,
Yeah, it makes
no
you think,
isolation
what is
orders,
going on?
no
And
equipment
did Donald
access,
Trump play
no
Diddy, or did
suspension of
Diddy
attorney
play himself
communication.
by thinking that he wouldn't be held accountable for his actions? Listen, y'all, let me know what you think in the comments. This story is developing. You know I'm going to stay on it. Let me know what you think in the comments, and I will talk to you later. I'm going to try to go live, but if not, hit that like button. Show your girl some love. All right, talk to y'all soon. Bye.